Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How's everybody doing? Well, here's my first video made in my studio, aka my basement, in the last couple of weeks since last week I was away, well, I guess technically this week I was away fishing in Vermont. And the week before I had that cold, so I think I did maybe one, maybe two videos down here. But I'm back from my fishing trip in Vermont, and I did get an order while I was away. Tackle Warehouse has that sale they had. I don't know if it was their fall sale, I forget what it was, but I grabbed a few things that I like to use on sale and something new, a new jig I want to try out. So let me show you what I got here. If you guys saw my short, you kind of had a little sneak peek of it, but let me kind of show you what I got. So I did get another. Now the package kind of tore open anyway, so you guys have heard me talk about these rooster tails, the Joe Thomas rooster tails, which are really it's like a beefed up rooster tail, you know, for bass fishing. And this is the yellow coach dog color, and this is the big size, that 3/4 ounce. I had the 1/2 ounce, and I like those bigger sizes. So that yellow coach dog is kind of like it's a yellow, and it's got those black markings on it. It's got the tinsel and little skirt on the back. It's got a gold blade. It's got a big treble. These are, you know, if you guys like throwing an inline spinner, you know, I encourage you to try these out. They have a 1/2 ounce and a 3/4 ounce, and these are really good fish catchers. And I tend to throw these more early in the season and late in the season. So like this time of year, I get into them more. And I especially like this 3/4 ounce because you can chuck it a mile and cover a lot of water. And this is an excellent bass catcher, an excellent bass catcher. So if you've never tried an inline spinner like this, if you guys are new to them, it's just a single blade spin. Now what I do is I put a swivel on the end of these. I have small barrel swivels that I put on the end because this will twist the heck out of your line. So I do add one to the end of this to try to offset that a little bit, even though I feel like I still get a little more, but I think it makes it a little not quite as bad. But it's got a big, sharp, quality treble hook on it. So it's if you just go on Tackle Warehouse and you type in Joe Thomas rooster tail, these will pop up. And I think Yakima, yeah, Yakima is excuse me, just had dinner, the company that makes it. And as I said, this is the yellow coach dog color. Yakima Bait is the company that makes it. You guys can see that package there. But if you want to try something different, add a little, you know, difference to your spinner game, you know, instead of just throwing a chatterbait and a spinnerbait, give these a try. These will work. These will work. Kind of on that line of spinnerbaits, I did get some more of the flashy spinners. I did want to get some more with that bigger aught hook. And so I got a 6/0, a 5/0, and another 5/0. So let me show you the ones I got here. So this is the underspin, the flashy swimmer. This is the 6/0 hook, the 3/8 ounce. I didn't have any of the bigger hook sizes, and so for some of my bigger swim baits, I wanted it. And they come in a 2-pack. They were on sale. Makes it nice. But there's that 3/8 ounce. You've got that single willow and a nice big 6/0 hook from Owner. And I like to have that little screw-in pin for your swim bait or whatever it is you're using on your underspin. I pretty much use swim baits. But if you're looking for a big hook, and this is a 3/8, so you can chuck it a mile, really cover a lot of water. And this is, the only ones I had was the willow style. I just didn't have this size. So that's why I got these other ones that I have not used before from Owner in their flashy swimmer line. If I can get this back in the bag, I will continue. Does not want to go back in. I didn't have any of their willow blade version, so I wanted to try them. And this is the flashy swimmer with a silver Colorado blade, 5/0 1/4 ounce bait. And this one, I think I said it's a 5/0 3 ounce. Yeah, 3/8 ounce 6/0. This one here is a 5/0 1/4 ounce, but it's got a different blade style, which I hadn't tried from Owner yet, and I wanted to try it. Show the fish a little something different. They're stuck together. Oh, there we go. So you've got your 5/0 hook, 1/4 ounce weight, got that pin, but this has a willow blade on it. I hadn't had any of these with the willow blade, so I wanted to give them a try. Maybe not as much flash, but a little more vibration. So that's the 1/4 ounce 5/0, if you guys are interested in. That's how big that hook gap is. So for your bigger swim baits, if you want to show them that willow blade, you can, or that Colorado, sorry. But there's the package. Get a good look at it. I'll put this back after I'm done with the video. And I also got the 5/0 1/4 ounce Colorados in the gold blades. The gold blades. Sometimes gold blades work better. I don't know why. I guess it's just the water clarity shows better. But here's that same one, but just with the gold Colorado blade. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying these out this fall here. And they always come in a 2-pack. They're on sale. Pretty good deal. I did stock up. You guys have heard me say it 100 times this season. That Roboworm Ned, that 3-inch, has been so good, and I wanted to stock up on some of that Morning Dawn with that chartreuse tail in the 3-inch size, which is a great color. If you guys have never seen that before, check out my other videos on the Roboworm Ned, an excellent Ned bait. It's got that blue on the belly, a little green in there, and then that pinkish top, and then it's got that chartreuse tail. So excellent Ned bait. If you guys have not tried the Roboworm Ned in the 3-inch, which you guys have seen me do a lot of videos on, but I haven't really thrown the 4.5-inch because I didn't have them. So now I'm starting, when I make an order, I'm throwing in excuse me, that 4.5-inch. So here's that same color, that Morning Dawn chartreuse in the 4.5-inch side, because I like to, you know, try the bigger Ned every now and then. And there you go. So there's that 4.5-inch Roboworm Ned in the Morning Dawn chartreuse. You can really see those colors in there. That pink, that blue line, and then that I should say chartreuse line and that blue belly. That's a really big Ned bait. But what's nice about it, as it gets torn up on the head here, you can eventually it'll be the same size as this one. So get some good use at it, and it's always good to show them something different. Maybe if the fish are on a bigger bait, or a bigger bite, that bigger size. I think there's 6 in the 4.5-inch. You get 6 of them. In the 3-inch, I believe it's 8. I believe it's 8. It's kind of. Let me double check. It says it on there, but it's kind of smooshed off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, can't count. Yep, 8. So in the 3-inch size, you get 8 of them. 4.5, you get 6. So that's that Morning Dawn chartreuse in the 3-inch and the 4.5-inch size. Very cool. And I did grab another one of the Boom Boom, the Optimum Boom Boom swim bait, and this is the Ghost Shad color, which is pretty cool. I'll show you guys that up close. Get that staple out of there without putting it in my finger. But if you're looking for, you guys like throwing your mag drafts, your other 6-inch, you know, plastic rigged swim baits, this is a heavier bait than like your mag draft. This thing, you'll throw it a mile and it will sink more, but it's got a great action in the water. It's actually funny because last year when we did our Vermont trip, the mag draft swim bait bite was very good. This week it was terrible. So of course we bring a bunch of 6-inch swim baits. I had these with me. I had the mag drafts. I had the the Bass Pro version, the Berkeley, and I caught one fish on a mag draft in 5 days. They did not want it at all, and that's like 5 or 6 different lakes that we fished. They were not interested in chasing the swim bait at all, which figures that you come prepared this year with them and they don't want it. But this is a nice option if you're looking for a relatively, you know, $10 I think they are, 9 something, especially when they're on sale. I think they're even less. The Boom Boom is a nice one. It's a nice one. And I usually take put a little slit in here with a knife so I can kind of bury that. Or, you know, you could just sink it in like that, just so it's not you know, it doesn't have the magnet like the Mag Draft, but I always kind of just take that hook and just let it, just so it's not hanging down. If you're fishing open water, it probably doesn't matter. But these are a nice option if you guys have not tried them yet, and they're not expensive. But that is the Ghost Shad color. I'll show you that packing there. Optimum baits, Boom Boom swim bait, 6-inch. So nice looking bait. Nice looking bait. Always pick up a color of those that I don't have every now and then. I just wish the fish wanted it this week, but there you go. Got another one of those. And the new bait I tried, it's not a new bait, but it's a new brand version that I haven't thrown. This is from Cumberland Pro Lures. If you guys watch Randy Blockett on YouTube, he has a huge YouTube channel, and this is his jig from Cumberland Pro. This is the Randy Blockett's throwback jig, and I'll always try a jig when it comes out, and looks pretty cool. So I think I got all the colors that they have out in the different sizes. I either got a 5/8 or a 1/2 ounce, depending on what was in stock. And this is the green pumpkin chartreuse. Green pumpkin chartreuse. And I'll take these out of here because next time I go out, I'm going to throw them. And they're on sale too, which was nice. And this is the first I've used these, first I've seen them. What I like about it is it's got that living rubber skirt. I have a lot of silicone skirts. This time of the year and next spring when that water's cold, this living rubber will definitely play. But it's got a nice big, you know, head on there. Good weed guard. Stout hook. And I believe, I'm just trying to look, it looks like these are they're all hand-tied skirts. There's not like that little strap on there. But what I like is with this keeper here, there's enough room for me to add a rattle strap, because I like to put rattles on my jigs. The skirt it's a little long. I might trim that down a little bit, but that's a pretty cool color. And this, I think, what did I say that was? 5/8? Yeah, 5/8. So heavy jig, but that's gonna, that chartreuse with that green pumpkin chartreuse is a nice looking color. So that's the size of the head you're looking at if you choose the 5/8 size. So it's a big, strong jig. So that's the green pumpkin chartreuse. Let's see. This is the 1/2 ounce size, and this is the brown color, which is one of my favorites. Need add a little orange to it. I think we got that with this guy. So this is just if you like straight brown, which I do like. I love brown. I probably throw a brown jig. Pretty much a watermelon candy and a brown jig are the colors I throw the most often. You guys know that I love a brown jig with orange on it. But just a plain brown skirt, hand tied. There's that. Let me just double check here so I'm not mixing these up. Yeah, so this is the size of the 1/2 ounce head. And that's the 5/8 next to it. There's the 5/8, it's a little bigger. There's the 1/2 ounce. So if you're wondering what the head sizes are, it's kind of a cool shaped jig head. Have to see how that gets through the cover. On the green pumpkin chartreuse, it's just green pumpkin painted. This one, it's got kind of like, I know it's like brownish, but it's almost like a dark gold. It's pretty cool jig head painting color. So there's the brown one. That's the 1/2 ounce at 5/8. So you want a bigger, heavier one, or you want just that standard 1/2 ounce? There you go. And then I'll show you the brown and chartreuse. Brown and orange. And that's in the 5/8 size, so it's going to be that bigger head. This is probably will be the first one I'll try out because I like the color. Unless maybe I'm fishing a little shallower, I might go with a 1/2 ounce. But there you go. I love that skirt combo, the orange with the brown. As I said, hand-tied skirts. You can see they're all tied. It's got that, like that almost. I guess it's brown, but it's almost kind of like, it seems like a little gold, almost. It's almost like a dark gold, but I'm sure it's just brown, but just the way it looks in the light. But that's a good looking jig right there. These skirts I think they probably give you a longer skirt on purpose, so you can trim it down to I would definitely probably trim a little bit of that off, because that's a big skirt. I might try it with the skirt the way it is, just to see how it goes. But there's that brown and orange in the 5/8. Here is the black and chartreuse in the 1/2 ounce, another cool color. And there's not a ton of colors to choose from, which is good, so you don't have to go crazy and buy a ton of them. I think, what do we got here? 6 colors. So 6 colors, really, you know, I think we tend to kind of throw the same colors most of the time with jigs anyway. But black and chartreuse, great dirty watercolor, that 1/2 ounce size. Nice hook. It says what the hook says. I don't know if it's a 4/0. I don't know if it says, it probably says it on the website. I'm gonna guess that that's a 3/0 or a 4/0. I'm gonna guess it's a 4/0, but it could be a 3. Like, definitely not a 5. But there's that black and chartreuse. That's black painted head, very nice. Another good looking jig. Traditional color, black and blue. Black and blue is always true, as they say. I believe that was a 1/2 ounce too. Yep. So you've got the black painted head, black weed guard, and you get your black and your blue. Remember, these are living rubber skirts, not silicone, which is especially good in colder water. Definitely flares out better than silicone does. So I don't have a lot of jigs with rubber skirts. So I wanted to get these, definitely try them out this fall and early winter fishing. But there's that black blue, and I believe that's a 1/2, right? Yeah, 1/2 ounce. And this is definitely a 1/2 ounce. This is the just plain old green pumpkin. Great color. This time of the year, I tend to use, as my trailers, I tend to use pork more often. That water starts to get cold down to the 50s and 40s. But if you want just green pumpkin, now to me, I know it says green pumpkin. That's, I guess, I mean, to me that's green pumpkin painted head. That's really just a green skirt, which is pretty cool. So they have the green chartreuse and just the plain green. Pretty neat colors. So all the natural colors you really need in a jig. There's that head, that 1/2 ounce head. Your weed guard. Nice sturdy hook. So definitely looking forward to trying these out. So that's if you guys have not seen, and maybe if you watch Randy's channel, you've heard him talk about it and you haven't seen him up close. That's the Randy Blockett throwback jig. And they probably call it the throwback because it's, not silicone, it's living rubber skirts. And there's the back. It's not a lot on there. But that's it. That's what they look like. So if you guys were wondering what those jigs were like up close, they look like they're pretty solid, pretty well made. I'm looking forward to trying them out. And that, my friends, is the order. That is what I got. So just to kind of throw everything together here at the end, got another one of the Joe Thomas rooster tails, the Pro Series rooster tail that he has. And that's that. What did I say that was? Yellow coach dog. The yellow coach dog in a 3/4 ounce. Try these out if you haven't tried them. This is the time of the year, especially. Chuck these around, see how you do. You catch some toothy critters too, probably. I did get some of the flashy swimmers. This is the 3/8. I don't know if I can see that. 3/8 in the 6/0. I wanted to get some of those bigger gap hooks in the flashy swimmer. The 2 with the Colorado blades on them, the 5/4 ounce with the gold. That's what that looks like. I didn't put it back in the bag yet. Definitely want to try these out. And then the 5/4 ounce flashy swimmer with the silver Colorado. There's what those packages look like. So if you're interested in trying them out, that's how they look. Pretty neat. Definitely looking forward to showing them something different on my underspins. Every order now pretty much will have a bag or 2 of the Roboworm Neds because I use them so much and I like them. That's that Morning Dawn chartreuse, that chartreuse on the tail, the 3-inch size and the 4.5-inch size, which I'm starting to get some more of to try out. So the small size and the big size in the Roboworm Ned. Another one of the Optimum baits, Boom Boom rigged swim baits, the 6-inch swim bait. Very cool bait. And that is the Ghost Shad. Looks neat. And then the Randy Blockhead throwback jig from Cumberland Pro. Cumberland Pro Lures. Doesn't say where they're located, but I'm sure all the info is on the Tackle Warehouse page where I got these. And let's see, so that brown and orange, and I got 5/8, the bigger heads are the 5/8 size. Brown and orange is the 5/8. Black and blue is the 1/2 ounce. Black and blue. Remember, these are rubber skirts, living rubber skirts. Very cool. The green pumpkin, 1/2 ounce. Nice green skirt. A black and chartreuse, which I believe is the 1/2 ounce also. Yeah, I'm starting to be able to tell just by picking them up. There's that big head, so I know that that is the 5/8, and that's the green pumpkin with the chartreuse added in there. Be nice when it's that dirty water. And good old brown. That brown is a 1/2 ouncer. So I'm dropping the package on the floor. So that is the Randy Blockhead throwback jig. If you guys are wondering what they look like up close, they look pretty cool. Looking forward to trying them out. Especially for you guys, you know, up here in the Northeast in cold water, try these rubber skirts out. Give them a shot. But good looking jig. Good looking jig. So that's the order, everybody. That's the order. So good old Tackle Warehouse had a sale, so I took advantage of it. Stocked up on some new jigs that I wanted to try out. Getting everything on sale, which was, I think it's like 20% off, which is a good deal. Some different underspins. And stocking up on some baits that I use very, very frequently. I was actually throwing this all week. This morning dawn, I was throwing that a lot this week. But that's it, guys. So any questions on the baits, let me know. I'll let you know how. I'm hoping this week one day I'll get out fishing. Tuesday is the plan right now. We'll see. The wind, I don't know about by you, but by me, the wind has been awful. That was the, if I give you like a little 1-minute synopsis of our week over in Vermont, is Monday, we were there Monday to Friday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it was almost 80 degrees, which is ridiculous in October. Fishing was very spotty. The wind got worse and worse every day. I think the fishing would have been, I don't know if it's necessarily easier is the right word, but better. If the wind wasn't so awful, we could have fished some areas a little more thoroughly instead of getting blown by them, or, you know, thank God for spot lock in some spots. But fishing was kind of spotty. You know, it was, some lakes were good, some lakes were a little slow, so we bopped around because there's a lot of nice lakes in the area we were staying. Thursday was the best day. The lake we were on was very good. The jerkbait bite and the chatterbait bite were excellent. Caught some nice largemouth. And then the last day we just tried a lake. It was kind of like one of those Google Map searches. Saw a lake there that was close to where we were staying. Figured we hit it for a few hours before we headed home and caught some smallies there. But the temperature had dropped to 29 degrees. So here we had about a 50-degree temperature drop between Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning. When I went out, my boat was totally frosted over. It did get warmer as the day went on. We were only fishing half a day, and I think if we maybe had longer that day, we probably would have caught. I mean, we caught a decent amount of smallies, nothing huge, but we were getting bites. But it was just kind of one fish there, one fish here, one fish there, and those were all jerkbait fish. But crazy weather. You know, when you go from, you know, in upper 70s to like 29 degrees in a day, that's a huge temperature drop. And, you know, as bass fishermen especially, we're looking for stable weather, and the weather last week or this past week was anything but stable, so it did make it difficult. But, you know, everywhere we went we caught some fish. It was just a little tougher, but that's fishing. So that's my quick report on 5 days of Vermont fishing. But hopefully you know, by midweek here I'll get out. I think it's supposed to get even warm again here by me, which is crazy, 70 degrees in almost November. But midweek I'll probably get out, and I really want to go out and throw these jigs around. Really want to go out and try these jigs and see how I can do on them. And I definitely want to throw this underspin with the Colorado blade on it. But that's it, guys. So I'll put a link to all these on Tackle Warehouse. You can check them out if you're interested, and wait for their next sale if you want to pick them up and save some money. But I'll put links to these. You guys can check them out. All right. So any questions, let me know. Please like the video, share it, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.